What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Warehouse Series and welcome to another episode of Quick Breakdowns. This is where I take a Discord member and I don't want to wait till Friday, so I want to try to help this person out ASAP. And today is HowTheTruthFeel, username HowTheTruthFeel over on Discord. Posted a couple pictures. Keep posting your pictures. I'm going to try to help you as much as possible with the pictures that you just gave me. All right, so before we get to that, you guys want to do all that, I appreciate it. If you did not see this video, please watch it. All right, I'll leave it in the description below. You can click that link and watch the cross and T video. It is a very helpful video, I believe. I've had a lot of good feedback on it, and I believe something like this is going to help you. So before we get to your pictures, I want to show you a couple of one of my pictures and one of Samuel's pictures. So in the comment section on Discord, I did say we start with this stuff. I forgot that we did switch this around. We used to start with this product and then they started putting boxes at the beginning, which is obviously a lot better base than what this stuff is. So with that being said, I just want to give you an idea. Keep the smaller cases in the middle up front. All these coffee mates, I try to keep them up front of my palette. Now I want to show you a picture of Samuel's because you did not have a lot of these juices on your palette. And I think you will benefit big time by doing what Samuel did, and that is stacking them all on the front of your palette, leaving the back of your palette for those boxes. Since this part's going to be up against your jack, we want the weaker front. Okay, we want a strong front and a strong back, but if we had to pick which one do we want stronger, we want the back of our palette to be stronger. So if you could stack your juices like this up front and leave your boxes for the back, it's going to work out great. So let's look at your first picture that you sent. And as you can see, you don't have a lot. So you could easily stack these juices on the front of that palette, and then all these boxes would have sat really nice on the back. I also want to say, if you do not have to use plastic palettes, don't use them. I get that people like using them because they're easy, they're light to throw, and you can throw them down and they're easy to back off of, but I can't stand them. They're smaller surface area than wood, and they also bend whenever you get a lot of weight on them. So if you saw Motto's, he always doubles up these pallets here. So maybe even double them so they're a little bit more sturdier if your warehouse allows that. And your gap right here. So let's say we did keep this base like this. This Taz OT would have fit in that gap. All right, maybe just maneuvering a case over a little bit. I don't follow the full block that these come on. I like to fill in with, I call them filler cases, but all my green arrows, they should be either filling in a gap or they should be in the front middle of your palette on that cross that I talk about. And that's why I put that video in this description below for you to go watch to see what I'm talking about. With that being said, you wrap too tight. I guarantee you wrapped as soon as you got this case and started dipping in. These cases should have still been facing this way. You crossed this and it's falling into the gap and you wrapped your palette. We wrapped too tight because I could tell back here we lost cube whenever you wrap too tight. Big cases like this should be facing towards the middle, facing towards the middle. This whole entire column should be facing towards the middle. Your big box in the middle should be on a corner. So you got a low corner, high inside. I know I'm saying a lot, so let me go over this again. Try to stack your juices on the front. These smaller cases, keep them either filling in gaps or you put them in the middle of your palette up front. Face cases in, and you're going to learn a lot more of that by watching that cross and T. You'll learn on this channel. This is my biggest pet peeve, is putting cases like this in the middle part of the palette because you force yourself to have a weak corner, which we obviously did that. Your big cases never go in the middle. They always go in the corner. Anytime I get a big flat case, I think corner facing in. All right. The center of your palette going straight down the middle is the strongest point of the palette. We want as many cases pointing to that center part as we possibly can. It's going to make a better palette. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at your second picture, which is basically the side of this done. And it's hard to see because you wrapped a lot. Yeah, I wish we had a front picture or a front view. Yeah, okay, we're gonna basically skip this one because I can't really see what's going on here, but I hope you're getting the idea. See how we have, even this case right here is on a slant. So that means that you have a high inside and a low outside. So we want higher corners, lower inside, and we also do not want the middle of our pallet being higher than the outside. We want the outside being higher so we can run those cases towards the middle of the pallet with no problem. And I'm gonna take a look at your last picture here. Now look. See how we lost cube. Now picture right here, this case, it looks so bad. Now we get a lot worse coming out here, but this case right here is actually almost in line with this one with the juice, but you squeezed it in with the wrap. Now all my red arrows are the same thing. I think middle, front, or middle of my pallet on that cross. All of these smaller, weak cases, I think right in the middle of that cross. I will stack them up the middle if I have to. So let's say I got a lot of them. I will have my middle stacked up a couple feet, and my outsides will be, I'm waiting for those boxes that I need to make the outside stronger. You want the perimeter of your pallet to be strong, and all these red arrows, you want them to be in the middle of the pallet, running along the cross. You don't want them running that's why you need to watch the video. You don't want them running this way along the cross. You want them running on the line of the cross. A lot going on here. You're new. That's why you're here. Focus on the yellow arrow. I'm pointing to this box right here. You're pointing it towards the middle. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You want cases facing in, and you want the smaller cases running back in the middle of the pallet. I hope this video helps. Keep posting your pictures. If you have any questions on what I just said, please feel free to comment, and we will go from there, guys. So I thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.